We are live.
Oh boy,
I am on
not
location.
again.
I had to pull over. TK, guess
Finish.
what's going on?
What's
A
happening
lot of
there? What's happening
a,
now?
a lot of people are getting what they wish for. A lot like rents have gone down $4 a month per month.
Oh my gosh! Compared to
It's
what?
pretty crazy. I, well, so we're looking at this article, and I don't know if I posted it here, but it's an article that's talking about how rents are coming down in Canada, and I guess mainly Toronto, but it says that it's condo rents. So it's kind of a skewed market. It's condo rents. It's not rents.
Purpose-built
So it's
rentals down as well too. Purpose-built rentals down. A
it is down.
little bit
But
less.
well,
So
everything seems to be down. Like
the better
my
number for the article was condos, so that's why 5.7% sounds better than 3.5.
right. And it's crazy because those are off of insanely inflated uh uh prices, right? Like I
Yeah,
can't even
Q2
believe
and
it.
Q3 was crazy. We had people who were no longer looking to buy, forced to go find a place to live because of immigration and the lack of housing starts and everything else. And so they went and paid some crazy prices on rent in Q2, Q3 2023. So, of course, when the dust settled and people were like, maybe we should start thinking about buying, or, the tap is being turned off, student housing has all been already satisfied, then people were like, whoa, who's paying these rents? And honestly, not too many people. I had a lot of people talk about struggling to find tenants in the fall of 2023 up until now. It's been a little bit of a different market.
Struggling to find tenants. I mean, I thought the story was that tenants were struggling to find an adequate space in their
Bottom
budgets.
line is the inventory is starting to pile up, right? So when you got new units that are coming onto the market, right? So you got a huge amount of condos that were completed this year. And so it means that there's all these new options coming on. And then you've got a bunch of landlords who are asking, too much money because, the rents dropped 5% in that quarter. You have a
Yeah.
lot of people who are just basically saying, whoa, I'm not going to pay that number and I'm going to wait for something else. And that's why
Where are they living while they wait?
they're staying wherever they are. They're sleeping on their friend's couch. They're renting that other half of the mattress. They're staying at their parents'.
Right.
They're
It's
doing what they got to
renting a
do.
room.
They're living, yeah, they're living in the places that they're currently in right now, which is obviously not ideal. They want their own place, but these are the things we've got to deal with. So Q4, $3.97 per square foot. That's where we're at now in Toronto, which is usually what I'm always working off of, is about $4 a foot. But you got to think about what location it's in.
But $4 a foot is really new, and that's really high. Like
Yeah, it's not
that's super
down.
high.
We're
It's
up, we're
crazy.
up
We were
4.5%.
over that, right? We were at like 4.25 up until we just dropped back down to $3.97. Those are insane numbers. If you would have put those in a pro forma for a new building 3 years ago, people would have thought you were insane
Yeah,
for something a foot, right?
yeah,
And
Scarborough.
but now it like everywhere became, it's like housing. It's like everything was 1,100-1,200 a foot. Everything became $4 a foot, $3.50 a foot. It's all out of reach for normal people. So like all it's doing is just breeding like rooming houses and illegal rentals and places getting chopped up into ways that people can actually make money on. Um, the whole thing is just nutty. Like my daughter's been looking forever, but she actually noticed that prices came down. Like you can feel the difference. There's definitely more to look at, and there's a lot of newer buildings that came online.
Yeah.
Like you'll see a lot of TikTok commercials right now for new purpose-built rentals. Downtown, uptown, the Well, Yonge and Eglinton, like all
Yeah.
over the place.
Like 132% increase in purpose-built rental starts. So obviously we're going to start seeing those come online soon. And I think the big thing, it was funny in the article, they talked about how rents or units under $2,000, it's a 91% decrease in
Yeah,
those
I
affordable
saw
units.
that.
Well, yeah, of course they are, because they don't exist anymore. you can't get a place under $2,000. Go and try to
Right,
find
they're
one.
priced out of the market. They just
Yeah.
completely got pushed out of the
You know,
market.
it's not that they're not there anymore. Those exact same units are there. It's just we call them something different now. We call them $2,100 units or $2,400 units,
Right,
depending on where
right.
you're counting from. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was just speaking to somebody who told me she has a friend who doesn't make very much money, and literally, like, if you're not looking at $2,000 a foot, forget about it, right?
yeah,
Like, God knows what you have to live in if it's going to be under $2,000 a foot.
yeah.
It's a tough time to get started, that's for sure, and there's more people than ever getting started. So this should
And
be
there's
really
less
interesting,
people
right?
than ever watching our live streams, and that's okay.
Perfect. That's okay.
What I was going to say just to close off here is months of inventory, still less than 1 month of inventory in the rental space. So it's competitive out there. Don't buy
Still
into it.
competitive.
Need a place to live. You gotta pay the piper. And
You
Darryl, we're gonna
gotta
see
pay
you
the
on
piper.
Sunday at noon.
Sunday at noon. Adios. Have a
Talk to you
good
soon.
one. Whoa. What do I do? How do I end this thing?
Hit the X.
Hit the X. All right. Bye bye.